Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Dead Space. Let's continue. So we're going to have a bit of a fight, it seems like. But then this chapter is going to be done and then we're going to probably be in a bigger fight. We found the ping collectible, which tells me we might not ever find another store to buy a few more nodes. We're slightly short of upgrading all the things. I guess another way to look at that is we are really short if we were going to upgrade all 6 of the weapons. So I'm in 0 gravity. This is going to be a 0 gravity fight right now. Though I don't think anybody's even gonna jump out at me and attack me. Now I'm not in vacuum, so for that reason I should still be able to hear the creatures just fine. I guess I need to get it right down where it's supposed to be. Like this. Switch track. Like we can go ahead and just save ourselves some irritants that way. Got a lot of these. And not too much of a real issue there. I imagine that's just the first of a few. How many bullets do I have? 7. Doesn't seem like there's anything else around. This is one of those games where I'm playing too well. Like, straight up, the game has allowed me to be obsessive and successful at being obsessive about collecting things. You know, a game like this, I guess, does in part make me wonder about playing Prey. I kind of lost interest in playing it, just because I had a few problems and maybe needed some few patches. Track things offline. I think you have to push it. I don't think you can spin the track while there's something on it. This kinesis doesn't quite work the way you would expect it to. Sometimes you have to look at it from a side. See, I hear something, but it might be far enough away that we can just get this all the way. We haven't seen these guys in a while. see, I think I shot one over here too. But if I did, his body and whatever bullets he was going to give me floated away.
Okay, it's in position. Still having trouble with these damn loading controls. Isaac, restore gravity to the room. I should be able to load the marker then.
And almost certainly he wants me to restore gravity to the room so he can leave without me. The level 5 suit is certainly succeeding at giving you enough inventory slots. Things you kind of wish you would have had from the beginning. And I guess I could have jumped up here and looked at everything upside down. I don't see any reason why the game would have disallowed that. There may be something way over there, but who cares? I've said that a lot. This tiny little collectible things don't count. Where am I supposed to be going, though? The way he rolls is...
Exiting zero gravity.
It's animated in an odd way.
Loading cargo shipment 782.
It's on board. Please come and join me. Together we can stop this hive mind. We can end this nightmare at last.
So he seems more than willing to let me go with him. So as much as this guy may be crazy, he's not tactically seeming to be a threat. And this section is on standby, so you can't go that way.
Over here! Hurry! There's no time to waste. We must do it.
Who shot him? That was a bullet.
Amelia, where are you going?
There's nobody there. So who was that?
Sorry, Isaac. I couldn't let him go through with it. I suppose I should thank you for finding the marker. We even managed without help from the USM Valor. Thank you for helping me find him, by the way. My department's been looking for this place for a long time. See what Kind didn't know was? It was the government's mess to begin with. This whole planet is one big experiment. The marker? This divine relic? Made by man. They reverse engineered it a couple of 100 years ago from the real marker, a true alien artifact recovered on Earth. They dug it up, studied it, and they made it their own. Then they brought it to Aegis 7 and activated it. And you've seen the result. The stuff of nightmares. They sealed the system, and no one would have been the wiser. But then the CEC blunders in and starts tearing the planet apart. The experiment was still alive. Kind was right about the hive mind. The marker would contain it, but that doesn't matter now, does it? I have the marker, and this entire system can go to hell. For what it's worth, you did a great job, Isaac. See you around. Or maybe not.
Isaac, Nicole, I need you to help me. Help us. Now. I'm in the flight control room. Please, Isaac, hurry. Please. I love you.
Okay, so it was Daniels, I believe was her name, that betrayed everybody and shot him, and apparently she was working for the government, and this marker is man-made. This twist of the marker being man-made is kind of just there to allow them to have the game continue, instead of there being only one marker of importance. Now there's this idea of, where am I supposed to go? Oh, apparently I'm taking a different elevator. And see, I don't think there's a shop or anything that's even a bench anywhere, so. And Nicole just appears out of nowhere in the story. We've been hallucinating her a couple times, sure, but this is the first time I think we've actually communicated with her, except for, I guess, when we saw her and helped her in the middle of the story. I'm running out of bullets again. It's a slightly tougher challenge than you would think to just use the plasma cutter. Like, if there really is an achievement that says only have this and only use it in the entire game, well, I guess if you just didn't buy the other guns, you probably wouldn't pick up any weapons ammo for any of the other guns, or very little. And if that's the way it worked, then you probably would be okay. Let's go ahead and use the health pack, and that's our half health pack.
Isaac? Is that really you? I never thought we'd be together again. God,
Let's see.
I'm
on
so
the
sorry. I'm
screens,
so
all kinds
sorry
of
for what
creepy.
I did. I never wanted to hurt you. You need to get it back now, Isaac. You can pilot the shuttle remotely from here. Make us whole again. Make us whole again.
Here's a diamond semiconductor. And so we can save. And you can see all these screens are just totally hallucinating all kinds of things. Override the shuttle.
Isaac, what the hell are you doing? You're making a big mistake. This is not over.
And just brings her back. Let's see.
Escape pod away, crew shuttle USG-09.
Nope, can't shoot her.
Repeat. Shuttle has ejected escape pod.
It doesn't matter. She can't escape her fate. None of us can.
And see, how many health bars
Here
does
comes.
she have compared to
I'll
me?
reprogram the shuttle so we can fly down to the colony. We're so close, Isaac. Now go! Get on the shuttle. I'll meet you there.
There's literally nobody else alive on this ship anymore. And yet, she's completely unscathed. So if you're not, beware at this point. What am I supposed to do? It's not quite enough sequences. I guess I just had to walk away from it and walk back. Not quite enough sequences that happen. Like, how would you even get to past that. Unless that got there after her. More of this crazy writing. It's all this idea that reading the writing may drive you mad. A lot going back and forth. Wasn't really expecting that. Wasn't really expecting that. So we'll just hold on to the force gun. Nah, we'll hold on with our welding gun. I don't think there's anything else here. So we're gonna get in here, and this is the luxury shuttle. And we go through here into what is an in-engine cutscene, like we saw at the very beginning. You didn't see her walk to the place.
You're doing the right thing, Isaac. We're together now. The way it always should have been. I knew you'd come back for me. Nothing can stop us now.
And that's chapter 11. Alternate solutions. There's different ways Isaac could be crazy here. He could be crazy in just saying that maybe she's involved, Nicole is, or maybe there's a Necromorph sitting right next to him. Maybe it's the Necromorph version. They certainly spared many expenses. We didn't even get an animation of landing on the planet.
Isaac, use one of the loaders to get the marker off the shuttle.
So we're on a planet for the first time in the game. It is a planet that's been mined quite a lot, and that they pretty much blew up. You can see some major devastation. Now it's just far too late in the game that we're coming back to this section. There's a lot of things like this. It's just sitting there, but it's alive.
Isaac, the marker needs to be returned to the pedestal chamber. Use the loader to bring it there and place it on the pedestal. Replace what was taken and make it whole again.
This phrase, "make us whole again." Like, are we gonna really find a bench or a store? And I really don't know how much. Here's a bench. Is there a store? Yes, there is. So we're getting creepy sound effects. Ping is worth 30,000. Sell that. Sell that. Stasis packs. Let's be realistic. We don't need but maybe one of those. Pulse rounds. I don't know. Like, Ripper blades we can sell. I don't think we're gonna use all of those. Pulse rounds. We're not gonna use all that. No way. If we do, then the game is just gonna turn into something incredibly difficult. Stasis pack, large health packs. So, without really struggling and deciding to sell a couple more things, I think we're fine. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna go ahead and move this, and I'm gonna move this, and move this, and I don't even think you can have the guns in your inventory and switch them out without going to a store. Alright, Ripper, capacity, this. That's all maxed. That's all maxed. This one's all maxed. And this one's all maxed. And I have 10 more, so stasis. Duration, energy, duration, and energy. A couple more would get it up to the max. So if I could get a couple more nodes, which through a lot of struggle I could, I'd get that to the max, and then 3 more nodes for that. So we're only short 5 to upgrade everything except the other 2 weapons. That's kind of where it falls down, is the other 2 weapons idea. And there's...
This is Sergeant Newman, PSEC. We've lost all the shuttles. One of them just took off and came straight back down and crashed into the bay. Took a couple of 100 people and all the remaining shuttles with it. If anyone can hear this, do not land. Do not land.
And so that is probably like... Well, there's a few more things than I thought. This is locked, and I bet it's locked forever. We could look at the map too. Oh, this map is so bad. Yeah, it's nothing. It's literally nothing. And where is Nicole when all that was happening? We'll use that health. This is one, but can I stomp it? Interesting. 800. It's very odd you can only stomp one type of chests and everything else is just unopenable. There you go, one more node for good riddance. They've intentionally put the sun up And see, here's, I guess, gravity anchors that are holding that part of the planet for it to be mined. So it doesn't feel like they have a full ability to, what would be, to just blow up a planet. It seems more like they can chop it up and then send it up into space and then chop it up some more, which doesn't really even seem like a good way to do mining. Like, honestly, I don't think you'd want any facility on the planet if you were planning on chopping the whole planet up. And that wasn't your plan, then why send it up into space and not just mine on the planet and then see the final resources, whatever you're trying to get out of it. Unless there was just ships that were constantly coming in and out, taking parts of the planet away for more processing, which might be the case. I guess the idea is these markings on the marker are supposed to mean something, or seem like they mean something. I just managed to electrocute myself. See, I don't have this, so I can't open this, which tells me I need to do what? Find that. Okay, game. Where are you hiding it from me? Did I walk by a power cell somewhere and not see one? Is Nicole in here? If she is. See, we see this flickering of electricity. Well, I guess maybe it would be in here, wouldn't it? That would make the most sense. Did something just run? It is. It is hidden in an odd way that you kind of difficult to even figure out. And through multiple doors. And it wants me to go on one side, and I guess one side's as good as the other for now, at least. And shutter offline. So I've got to go on the other side. This is hardly the build-up you want for your final boss battle. It's just moving a marker. But I suppose the idea as it is that the game couldn't be that short. Perhaps they had some kind of agreement with their larger corporation people to have a 12-chapter game with each chapter involving at least one puzzle element and at least 2 rooms and at least 1 fight. And when all those things get combined together, they couldn't just have a big boss fight. There's stasis recharge. So bridge control.
Initialized. Unknown bioforms detected in the area. Security has been notified.
So this bridge goes up. But I need to stasis it. And I don't think this is gonna be infinite. I mean, if it is infinite, then the game is just gonna hand me nice victories for that reason. Like, because at the end of the day, killing these guys gives me more bullets than it costs me. It wouldn't make the most sense though if that was the case, because we're in quarantine. The quarantine just won't automatically be lifted. Section. And let's see. Just keep getting bullets. This section, I guess, is quarantined, so maybe we can't ever go there, or maybe it's just quarantined for the moment. I don't even know which way I'm supposed to take it. Like, I guess through that door? Which means I guess through this section. And there's a ruby semiconductor. I just really have this feeling that we're gonna end up never seeing a store. You can hear the music, but can you find the guy? Quarantine lifted. And still some of these doors don't allow for you to travel. So I guess I could run back, but I don't think you can actually. Like, I don't think you get through that door. So anything I collect now maybe is just for a New Game Plus, or maybe it's very specifically being given as a way of ensuring you have enough bullets. Like the worst case scenario would be to get to the final boss battle and simply not be able to afford it. As more than likely our final thing. And that seems very much agreeable. For a trade. However, I'm still a little overpowered, a little overburdened. See, I guess the question is there possibly something in my inventory that would be not worth holding on to? Stasis are worth 2,500. So if I had a full collection of Ripper blades, it would make sense to hold on to. This is only worth probably about 2,000 in itself, but everything else is very much worth it to hold on to. And there's still some lines of dialogue, so I think we probably will run into more story. However, when you look at the map and we try to zoom out, looks like there might be a store in the next room. Which then probably means it wasn't worth it to wait and go ahead and use the health. But whatever. I've got plenty of health.
Isaac, you're almost there. You'll have to restore power to the bridges to move the marker through this area. Look for a control station at the end of the maintenance tube.
Let's see. That's not gonna work. These guys are killing me badly. Take my gun away so I can heal myself. This is not working well at all. I got one of these, but I'm still... wasting so many bullets. Just the welder's ability to get 3 projectiles right next to each other. Is so much better than that single gun. So much better. So, health to get me back up. Which means I probably could just run back to the previous area and get some more things, but I don't think I want to do that. Gold semiconductors certainly sold. Ruby semiconductor stasis pack, we'll sell 2 of those. Pulse rounds. It's like we've got a lot of them. Let's just hold on to them. Sell some ripper blades first of all. Because we've got way too many. And pulse rounds. I think we can sell a couple of those. And then force energy. So 3 force energies is probably too many. Ripper blades, we could go back and get some more. And so we don't even need to, because there's a whole thing of 15 here. And pulse rounds, we'll save 200 stasis pack. And I'm just going to buy a few of these and 6 of these, which is probably more than even needed, and a medium health pack. And see, that probably puts us in a good position to, once we've just reloaded everything, like, there's not that much left. It really can't be that much left. See, I don't even think I'm gonna go and try to go backwards. There must be a bench or something somewhere here. Either that, or we're just gonna move the marker like we did again this direction, and then we're gonna end up going a different direction. Kill that guy. Yeah, and I don't really see any reason that we don't finish this next recording. We're pretty good to go. Let's see, bridge malfunction. I don't know how we'll fix that. I guess we'll find out in the next recording. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.